Welcome back to the Kenny Show. These are Molex connectors from our modular power supply. We're going to connect it to this last modular spot right here. We ran this power cable around this hard drive cage and then connected it to these two fan headers. Remember, clean up your cables so that you don't have a big mess at the end. I'm about to install some SATA devices that have two cables on them. Each one has a SATA power cable and a SATA data cable. Now we're going to connect the SATA power cable. So we run it back here and come back here and connect it. Install the SATA cable and then route the other end behind the computer, and then last you install your solid state drive, and then you run it back through and then plug this in like that. We plugged it into position 0 because when we're looking in the BIOS, we want to know which drive has the operating system in it. Install the SATA power connector onto the solid state drive and then install the solid state drive and then secure it with 2 screws, and you'll know which screws because the screws are in the case manual. We know which one it is because it says 8 of them, and right here it says SSD, which stands for solid state drive. Next we're going to install the DVD drive. You have to take off the front of the case to install the DVD drive. This is not a screwless case, so when you slide this in, you have to match the holes. The optical disc drive is secured by thumb screws, and they look just like the thumb screws for the case, except they have smaller threads. This is the front cover, and on the back of it, you have to pull this little tab right here and this little metal piece until it pops off. And don't pull as hard as you can because you don't want to break it. Now you can install your optical disc drive right through this little hole. Now just install it right over the optical disc drive. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. I'm a man! Plug another SATA power cable on the power supply and then run it back behind the case so that you can plug it into your optical disc drive. Plug in the SATA cable to the optical disc drive and then run the other end back behind the case and then plug it into any slot you'd like, and I'm going to plug it into the number 1 position. You can go ahead and load the operating system, but you won't have that much room and it'll go out really, really quickly. That's why our next step is to add this hard disk drive so that we have more space. A place to put our applications, pictures, and movies. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. And click here for the video before this video. And click here for the next part. Beep bop, boo. What? Clean up your cables. Sweet. Alright, robot body.